They say change is hard, that when you leave what is familiar, you struggle. I usually don't listen to them because they don't know me and they don't know my world. It turns out they had this one right. We're closing the door to one chapter and opening this door to the next. Good morning, this is day one.
Good morning.
We are driving through the neighborhood.
Exiting.
On our way out.
Launching.
Yep. Launching. It was just so everybody knows, as it turns out, this is not easy.
No.
At all. Even for somebody or people who really want to go, it's not easy because there's memories everywhere you look.
And I think it's one of those things where we both, even though we've moved, and we talked about this the other day, we've moved 13 times since we've been together, and we've been together almost 30 years. And I don't think it ever gets easier because we really invest in the people and the communities that we move to. And I think that's what makes it so hard, but at the same time so amazing because we fully involve ourselves every time we move to a new place, which is what we hope to do when we do this journey this year.
The idea of freedom for a year or more is amazing. The opportunity to see new sights, the chance to learn how the world works.
We're in Santa Fe, and I learned a new fun fact. They didn't really become established until Don Pedro de Peralta, which is also part of my maiden name, actually founded Santa Fe, and it's one of the oldest.
And to have a little bit of fun along the way. So if you're a tree scientist, sometimes you know when trees have been split by lightning, kind of the best way to treat them is to tape them back together. And then to slow everything down and literally smell the flowers. We are definitely chasing that idea. But in the beginning, we have found some unexpected challenges to the notion of this being a carefree adventure.
So sadly, we missed our tour today. I'm really kind of bummed. How are you feeling about it?
Well, yeah, kind of bummed, but at the same time, this is the first sort of appointment we made, and we were just taking our time.
On our launch day, mind you.
Yeah.
I think I was a little ambitious.
No, that's all right. I mean, we saw some cool scenes on the way over here.
We did.
From the very first scribble on paper, we have struggled with the thought of Ethan's well-being. We know he'll do great, but we would rather know that this trip, in fact, is in his best interest. Not only that he'll be fine, but that he'll flourish because of it. The best we can hope is to see glimpses of that as we go forward. Hey! Don't try this at home. Or do. Waking up without a job is not always as nice as it sounds. Sometimes we define ourselves by the work that we do. At the surface, or on a deeper level, we start to wonder who we are. But of course, that's part of this journey. This journey costs money. And yes, we know we have enough set aside to make it a year. As long as we're frugal, stick to the plan, and are able to avoid too many of the big costs. Driving southwest through Colorado towards New Mexico, we looked at each other with the not so exciting question, is that smell coming from our car? It's definitely a burning smell, and it was our car, for sure. No worries though, we just had maintenance done, and it's probably some fluid burning off of a place it wasn't supposed to be. It got worse, then better, then went away. About an hour later, the check engine light made an entrance. We reminded each other that happened about a year ago, and it stayed on only for a couple of months, and then it just disappeared. That'll be the case here. That'll be the case here. So first stop for a little bit of gas, and then we're gonna have some lunch. We're gonna let the dog out. Beyond those thoughts of Ethan and the little voice in the back of our heads, we don't have any money coming in, and we won't for a long time. And trying to figure out that new knock that's coming from the trailer, there's a little bit time left in the day to enjoy ourselves. He's gonna eat it. What's happening? Hello. Oh, Gina.
He's really... Oh!
Wait.
Hello, everybody. We have a problem here.
Those nagging thoughts are just thoughts. And that's the point, isn't it? To contemplate them, to solve the problem, or accept them.
I'll shake this down because I just ordered. But they only have 3 options.
And then dive into living right through them.
I was going to get strawberry.
You weren't allowed.
Ethan as well.
Were you really?
We talk all the time. We have enough money to get through.
So you can really feel the vibe here that it's historic. The seats are all leather, drums are vinyl. It's got this kind of classic 1950s feel to it.
And the land we're moving through is beautiful.
Loving it? Yeah, you're living the dream.
It's my vocation.
Is it? Oh,
We've already met wonderful people who realized the life they had been living wasn't what they wanted, and they chose something different, and the joy they have found in their new life radiated from them. So, we're gonna crunch on that.
I know, that's what I was saying.
I moved to the side.
Steven.
So Gina had picked a 4x4 road.
No, I didn't.
7 miles.
I did not know.
And we have the trailer, and as it turns out, we really have the trailer overloaded, so the hitch is only like 4 inches off of the ground.
Everything is going to be falling
But we
off.
have 7 miles to go. And though the bed may be less comfortable, and you can't find your toothbrush after that last road. All right, so we arrived at our first spot. Everything's perfect. It was nicely packed, and
No problem.
Yes,
Yeah.
ideal.
We like to pack and unpack our house every time we arrive somewhere.
And though you woke before you wanted to,
He's not done.
so the rooster, I think, was his name Rodney?
I know the duck's name is Donald.
Yes, that's right. And then the goats are Larry, Moe, and
Curly.
He lives over there. And the sun is over here, but he started well before.
He started at 4:30.
4:30.
And I still have my earplugs in.
The sunrise was not even a consideration.
I thought they only woke up to the sun.
I think maybe he's blind. I don't know. There are adventures afoot. All we have to do is fully invest ourselves in today. No need to make up stories about what may happen tomorrow. Life will present itself to us. We just have to embrace it. Lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Take it easy, take it easy.
Why are we singing that song, Steven?
So, quiz for first thing in the morning. What can create something that looks like the San Andreas fault line? What do you think? It goes on under there. What?
But who's responsible for creating that fault line? No, I drove the car.
See?
But he forgot to put the jack up.
I did not forget to put the jack up.
Whose job is it to put the stuff up on the outside?
Okay, so here's the situation.